Hey everybody, it's Jack from Atlantis Water Gardens. Welcome to the reveal video of this amazing experience here in the Water Garden studio. I'm here with Brian Helfrich, Chris Hansen, Team Aquascape. We came together pretty much as a team between Atlantis Water Gardens and Team Aquascape to create what we've got here. You guys saw the whole build process in part 1 and 2. If you haven't, check it out right here. It's worth watching to get you to this point. This couldn't have turned out any better for me. I mean, it's, what else would we have done?
You set the bar a little high, right? You've got, what, 7 more guys coming in after this?
Yes.
And all of them have been watching minute by minute, like through all the Instagram posts and everything else.
And we have our own little group where we're sending pictures.
Yeah.
So just a little backstory. This studio is specifically this year in 2021 just for Water Feature Artist of the Year, past winners. I was one of them in 2014, and we've got 7 other guys behind me that are gonna be coming here to create their own vision in this space, which I'm so excited for, because what I came up with here, I don't know what else I would have done to make it better than what I did, but I'm sure somebody's gonna come in here and blow everybody away with an idea. What I'd like to run through on this finished video is basically kind of some of the thought processes that all of us went through to make this happen. Design elements, maybe some technical stuff about how this actually is working, what kind of pumps, all that kind of stuff, and just take people through and show them what was possible in 4 days. I mean, they weren't crazy days. I mean, we did probably 10 hours a day.
Yeah, I mean, we started at what, 8 o'clock?
Yeah.
You know, you guys did breakfast. I didn't get here till 9 every day, making pancakes for the kids. You know, take some time.
What was so cool about this is a controlled environment. We're inside a building, it's heated, we're not dealing with elements, and we've got perfect digging conditions.
Yeah, sand makes it easier, but I think what's kind of cool is there were still some logistical challenges.
Yes.
I mean, there wasn't like multiple ways to work around this thing. It wasn't like a huge, giant open area. Like there was one way in over there and one way out over here. And so we really had to plan, like, we have to do the pond first and work our way out this way. We would have gotten this thing done, I think, in 3 days if we could have just been wide open.
Well, and had somebody stayed inside the sand box.
One of the things I'm sure you guys get a lot, I know I do, is when people call up, they're like, I want to put a pond in and I got this spot way in the backyard. I think that would be great for it, right?
Yep.
In reality, does that work usually?
No, you never want to put it in the back corner of the yard, because the reason it looks boring back there is because nobody goes back there, right? Right now, what you do with your design is something that we talk about like all the time, creating a little bit of mystery. And so I love the fountainscape being visible from the house. Once you've crossed that bridge, you don't, like, the best part about the pond is like this area over here, this like huge hidden waterfall.
And that's like, so when I came in Sunday night, I didn't have a plan, right? I didn't have a plan, but I wasn't sweating it because we've worked together countless times. I knew we'd come up with something really cool. And when I walked through that house facade, through the slider, which I got the feeling of walking through the kitchen out onto the deck. I've been in so many houses in the same scenario where you walk through the slider onto the deck and it's like, okay, here's the pallet. And when you see the shed in the back, it's like, yeah, absolutely. Like now there's a reason to go into the backyard.
Yep. When you walk around the thing too, and I don't know if the camera picks this up, but there's so many little detail things, from even the little miscellaneous urn over here that is used as a planter, the fountainscape with the fogger and the bowl. Like, you don't even see the bowl from over there. So you get the waterfalls plus the bowl, the way the support for the pergola comes down into the water, you don't see that from the house. So there's like so much to discover. I think you could walk around this thing 100 times, and the 101st time, discover something new again.
I'd love to say that everything that happened here was all my idea. In truth, it wasn't. These 2 guys I am extremely comfortable working with, and one of the things you just mentioned was that urn piece. I wasn't even thinking about it. Chris just took it upon himself to take an urn piece, put it there, and create that awesome little landscape in the urn, and it was perfect, dude. Like, what was your thought with that? Like, you're looking at the spot, like, why would you put that there?
Well, I thought that we already had the stack slide elements in the fountainscape that you designed, you know, facing back towards the house, and I just wanted to carry that design element into another portion of the pond so that it just felt like, it felt right.
Yeah.
You know, by introducing, you know, repeating design elements throughout the feature, the same thing we did with the driftwood pieces, right? They're kind of strung throughout, but they're not all clumped together in one area. So as you go, you're like, oh, that makes sense. Now, had it been a standalone feature, it would have made absolutely no sense.
Right.
Had you not had the fountainscape area, right? So we just had a little piece laying around, and it just seemed like a good idea at the time to set that peninsula on the side of the pond. So, you know,
Awesome.
I've told people about what I'm doing, like coming here to build in the studio, and they're like, why would you spend the money to go out there and take your whole company out there to go do this? It's exactly for those reasons. It's because if we can go somewhere and work with other talented people, you're going to garner some knowledge. And that's, my team got so much out of being here with you guys and your team that it was worth every minute that we spent here.
That's 100% what Greg said. Yeah, I mean, the whole reason he wanted to do this was training, the collaboration, right? Like our team collaborating with your team, and our team picking up little tricks that you guys do, your team picking up little tricks that we do, and we're gonna get that over and over, and hopefully we share that with everybody across the country.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully that comes across and you guys understand how important it is for us to work together to make each other stronger. That saying, iron sharpens iron, is 1000% true. The only reason I am where I am after 20 years is because of these relationships and the interactions that we have. Everything from building an aqua basin small waterfall to building gigantic water features in Colombia, South America, has gotten me to this point, and it's because I associate with guys like this who are truly my friends, but are extremely talented artists in their own right.
Thanks, man. Great job, guys.
You guys rock.
Cheers.
So imagine you're upstairs in the house and this is your bedroom, and you look out the window each morning. That's what you see. And this is why it's so important to try and design from inside the house as well as outside. Because when you're going to make an investment into your backyard, especially with a water feature, you want to maximize the visibility. So if you can see it from bedrooms, from kitchens, from dining rooms, it gives you more opportunity to truly take it all in. Let's picture ourselves inside the kitchen, walking out towards the backyard. This is the slider coming off the kitchen, and just wow. Brian did a great job laying out the deck off the back of the house. It's just above ground level, which gave us the opportunity to really bring this pond up super close and underneath the deck. Anytime I can do something like this, it makes it very interactive, and you'll find people sitting on the edge of the deck. This is a great spot to feed fish, and I just love the clean edge, because when you're looking from inside, it seems like your house is on the water. On the left side, this is our intake-based skimmer. So we're drawing any debris into here. It would just be swirling around. Easy removal with the skimmer net. This is where we house the pumping system. There are 2 SLD 5 to 9,000 remote control pumps. These can be operated off an app on your phone. Now in here, we also did Aquascape's colored LED lights. This is an older controller. The new one actually works off your phone, but I can give you an idea on how it works and what it looks like. Just hitting the color wheel, going through the whole spectrum. Walking off the deck, we wanted to do a nice lawn area, really for contrast. That pop of green makes all that other stuff stand out, all the stonework pops out, and plus it just gives you a nice softscape. One of the things I really wanted to accomplish was having the visual from the house as well as out at that man cave studio. We did that by pretty much cutting the yard in half, drawing you out into the backyard. If we had started a waterfall in the back corner and not did this whole section here, you'd be able to see the waterfall from the house, and it would look great, but honestly you could take it all in from one spot. The way it's laid out now, this fountainscape is providing the main feature for this viewpoint. What that's doing is creating a blind. You really have no idea what's back there, and it creates the mystery where now you're looking, okay, we got to get back there. We've got to bridge the cross. And even from here, you just can't see it all. You can see the water goes back there, but you can't see around the bend. Our team pulled this off seamlessly. We've got those 2 stacked slate walls cut in. We've got this urn section right here. That's the bottom of one of these large urns. This is a bottom section of a medium urn. Taking and just planting them inside each other gives us the opportunity to then use the water from the top to cascade into this bottom pool. Then from there, we're splitting into our bottom pooling area. And then we've got this very awesome piece of driftwood hiding this far right corner of the stacked slate wall. We also took a large stump, planted that behind it so it would look like a grouping of stumps. Maybe trees had fallen down over the years. This crossing, I think, was perfect for this space. We could have done one large slab here and had the water going underneath, but I wanted to keep it real low, and I like that broken up step look. It gives the illusion that these steps are actually floating in the water. And you can see here's the fish. They've been swimming underneath, back and forth through here since they got in. The way Brian and I put these stones in, we utilized the shape to try and match up. So you've got that nice curve going on here. This side lines up perfectly. Then tying in those boulders on the side just frames it all in. And then in the backdrop, you've got that very natural looking boulder cascading waterfall. This was built by the guys at Chester's. They did a great job. Love the pergola coming off the side. The fish tank in the back was put together by George over at Coral 12G. Big YouTube channel. This guy came in, did an awesome job with this beautiful tank. And you got the Pac-Man machine. Nice little seating area here. And a bar with some cool woodwork on the front. On the far side, that's all opened up to the outside, and right through here is where we were going for our framing for that waterfall. And that just worked out amazing. When you're in that section of the yard, it's got that sound from the stacked slate walls and the higher water coming down off the urn. Here, it gets a bit more tranquil. This section of patio invites you right up to the edge of the water, where the fish can come right through here, around the leg of the pergola, and get right up to the base of the waterfall. We took these large weathered boulders and used them to frame out a very natural looking waterfall. Simple, but it just looks fantastic.
This build was super cool to be a part of. It's amazing that it got done so fast, but it sucks that they got to tear it out too.
I think it is absolutely amazing what was accomplished here in such a short period of time. You would never know that we were inside a warehouse in a loading dock. It feels like you're sitting in someone's backyard, and every time I think I've seen the best work our team has ever done, they totally take it up another notch.
I hope the camera did some justice to what we did here this week. I am so proud of my team. These guys came together and pulled off something completely mind-blowing. And working side by side with Team Aquascape, Brian and Chris, those two bring out the very best in my design and execution abilities, and I think it's pretty evident. I would love to hear what you guys think down in the comments. Would you want to live in this backyard? Is there something you would have done differently? Something that we missed here that could have made this just that much better? If you like this kind of stuff, I'd love to have you come back, hit that subscribe button. While you're there, if you would leave a like, that would help us out tremendously. Thanks for joining us on this amazing adventure here. One of a kind water feature studio here at Aquascape. We'll see you guys on the next one.
I love the Aquascape Warehouse. I have been in and out of here for 5 days, I think 5 days, and I wish you guys could smell what I smell. So that I don't miss this smell, I brought this little jar. I'm gonna scoop up some of this smell so when I'm not here, I can take a little sniff of it. So I don't know, we're just gonna try and get it in the jar. Coming to Jersey.